Hey shitheads and patriots. Today we're over at the Holosun booth, and you guys know me, Red, White, and Ben. We're here to look at a few things that we've actually got our eye on that we noticed going to other booths on range day, which is the beauty of SHOT Show is you go to one booth to see one product, and then you notice somebody else's product on a gun at the booth. And then now you're like, well, I guess we'll veer over there and we'll mess around with those. So today we're at Holosun with Adam, and he's actually got a few things that we're actually pretty excited about.
Ben, thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just get right into it, man. I know you guys have got some great stuff, and we actually had the AEMS start to show up maybe about a month and a half before we came out here.
Yeah.
And we've all been highly impressed with that. But what else do you guys have for us this year?
Yeah, so this is just for size comparison for your users at home here. That's a 509. So everyone kind of knows the 509. A lot of guys run that optic. So this is the EPS and EPS carry. As you can kind of see, it's a little bit smaller than the 509. So the EPS is like the small brother to the 509, and the EPS carry is the smaller brother. Okay. Now these are cut for 407Ks and 507K footprints, so a lot of your guys probably already have that footprint, and then swap this right to it. Now the cool thing is, these things have all the features you love from the 509, meaning side-loaded battery, solar fail-safe, tough as nails, but the great new part is, these have 6 MOA dots inside of them for those carry guns, and they're easily designed for slimline pistols, which would be like your Glock 43, your 365XL, your Hellcats, all those great guns everybody's really hitting on right now. Now, that is kind of those optics. The other cool thing with the EPS carry, I should mention, it has built-in iron sights right there for the rear. Just like our 407K and 507K. So those little nubs, a little hard to see, but those are actually built-in iron sights. I'm a big fan of taking those rear iron sights off when I can. This is more than it digs into my stomach. Not cool. So that is the EPS and EPS carry compared to the 509 size-wise for your viewers.
And I noticed with these two as well, you've actually got exposed screw holes, so you guys don't have to do a mounting plate like you did with the 509.
Correct.
Which is going to make that a lot easier to just put it directly on your handgun, as well as like ease of maintenance, because now you're not going to have to grab 2 tools to take your optic off, whereas you can just grab one and quickly swap if you needed to, if you're into that kind of thing.
When's the last time a guy said he likes mounting plates?
Dude, fucking, I don't like mounting plates, and I don't like shimming out muzzle devices or barrel nuts.
I agree, man.
Absolutely.
Shifting into not having mounting plates, we have the Holosun SCS. And again, just a size comparison with these other optics. We'll put the 509 up here for a size comparison. That's a known optic for everybody. So that SCS has pretty much every amount of technology we can cram into a single optic in that optic. And I don't say that lightly, but it has that much technology. So there's no external battery in the SCS. And the SCS stands for solar charging sight. Oh, okay. It does have an internal battery that solar panel in the back there actually charges and brings up and runs. Now, even if for some reason you're a troll in a cave, probably an internet cave, but nonetheless that troll, and you have no fire, no light, no nothing, that's still on a full charge to get you almost 20,000 hours of battery life. So at this point, there's made up numbers and whatever. So the other cool thing is these are designed for the pistol you have. So if you have a Glock 19, if you have an IWM Masada, if you have the SIG, the P365, whatever you have. Right now it's double stack only, but hopefully we'll get into the single stacks. But these are designed specifically for that gun, and so it mounts directly to the gun. It does not need a mounting plate. And the great part is that means your iron sights work with that optic.
So you can just use regular ones instead of needing suppressor height ones, which is, and this is actually the product that I was talking about that we had seen, and I can't even remember what booth we were at. We were out there shooting a couple of handguns, and we had noticed that was a brand new optic for you guys. Very low profile, very slick. But by you saying that there's no more mounting plates and it goes directly to the gun, you're going to have to order one specific to gun. Is that correct?
Correct. So that one right there just happens to be the Glock MOS. The cool thing is we did not lose any... we still want to look cool, right? Rule number 1 is always look cool.
Always.
The serrations on this actually still line up with your Glock serrations. So those are still there. So we can still look cool while we're doing cool stuff. Man. On top of that, if you survive the zombie apocalypse, which we're all cool kids, we're going to survive the zombie apocalypse, and for some reason you actually manage to kill the internal battery, send it back to me. I will obviously survive. We can manufacture, service it, send it back out, and have you fighting zombies in no time.
Awesome.
So that's the Holosun SCS. Then we have our RML, or a rail-mounted laser. This is a red or green rail-mounted laser. Pressure pads on both sides. battery right here, and the tool for the battery is actually built into the battery to mount it, or sorry, the tool to mount it. So everything's in one tool.
Oh,
We don't have
nice.
multiple tools. And then here we have the adjustment points for that as well. This is gonna be a great thing. Really slim line laser for everybody. PCCs, bedside guns. This is gonna be a great option. Then we have our PID, or our positive identification device. I'll turn it that way here for you. And that's our intro into the tactical light category for pistols or even for rifles. And this has a internal 18350 rechargeable battery. It is removable. So it's not gonna be like, hey, I'm out on the range, it dies, I gotta go charge it. Just take it out, shove a new one in, and you're right as rain.
And that's something we were talking about earlier is, you know, having rechargeable batteries is amazing. Everybody loves to be able to just recharge something, but I mean, if you are going to, you know, a 3-day course or something like that, you're obviously gonna be bringing your own batteries anyways. But, you know, for concealed carry or something like that, why not? Plug it in next to your phone at night, you know, and then call it a day. You know, maybe, you know, put a few mirrors in your nightstand. That way you can turn the light on and charge it while you know, charge that back up too at the same time.
Yeah, gives you more options, and options are sometimes really nice. It's a 500 or 1,000 lumen light, so you actually select it with the 2 paddles here on either side. You hold those paddles down, and you can select your choice of 500 or 1,000 lumen output. So you have that option. And as we mentioned, it's rechargeable. And this is a USB-C port here in the bottom. Thank God we did not go with USB micro. People need to get with the times. No more USB micro.
Man.
Get rid of it. So this USB-C down here can actually charge your gun with your $3 charger from Walmart or wherever you're doing. So that's right there. Great option. And then the last thing we have is, as you had mentioned, you know, everyone loves the Ames. It's our new optic. It's killing the market. This is called the Ames Core. So we were able to reduce the price to get one more consumer level, so they have that option to get into the enclosed red dot optic field that are tough as nails. To do that, we removed the solar failsafe off the top, the flip cap covers on the front and the rear, and then we took it has a 2 MOA dot only instead of the multiple reticle system.
Yeah.
It's also a cast body, but we've had really no issues at all durability-wise. It still holds up to everything you can throw at it.
And what's going to be the difference of price point between that and your full blown one?
Hopefully, right around 20 or 25% less is what we're looking at for the Ames versus the the Ames Core versus the Ames.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Well, Adam, I really appreciate you taking the time with us today to go through some of these products. I know one of the things that I'm really excited about is to actually see these start to come out. I've actually been playing around. I have an Archon Type B at home, and they within the last several months just released that you can get a slide cut gun or send your slide back to them to have it cut.
Nice.
And I'm like, might have to do something real quick. So
That's awesome.
But if you guys like what you saw here today, like, comment, subscribe, leave me some hate, and we'll see you guys in another booth. All right, thanks, Shedens.